And we're just breaking into Money Matters to bring you the latest from what's happening in Dubai, where a huge fire has engulfed at least 20 floors of the downtown Address Hotel in Dubai, close to the world's tallest building, the Burj Khalifa. Now, the fire broke out at about 10 p.m. local time, near to where the city planned to hold its New Year's fireworks celebrations. Let's go now to Samir Butt, who is the editor of the Khaleej Times in Dubai. And I understand, Samir, that you can actually see the hotel from where you are. Is that correct?
That's right, yes, yes.
And tell us about what's happening with the fire now.
Oh, well, we were expecting about 1.5 to 2 million people at downtown Dubai. That's where we have the Burj Khalifa, one of the world's tallest, in fact, the world's tallest building. There were perfect arrangements made. There were people from all parts of UAE and from around the world flying down because this has been an annual event, the fireworks at Burj Khalifa. And around 45 minutes ago, there was a super luxury hotel next to Burj Khalifa. It's called the Address Dubai. Somehow there was a fire that broke out in the building, around 20 floors of that luxury hotel. And it was immediately Dubai civil defense and emergency services sprung into action and trying to bring the fire under control. But as of now, it appears that they have been able to, bring the fire under control, and the flames have just sort of gone out. But there has been, this huge pandemonium in terms of people because there was a huge crowd, and the authorities there anyways had a very tough time managing the crowd. But because of this fire, there's been a lot of worry. There's been a lot of emergency services team going to the venue. And there is a lot of traffic now happening on some of the roads right now leading up to downtown.
And Samir, thousands of people come to Dubai every year to see these fireworks displays. What's happening to the people there? And will this display continue?
Well, yes. I am also part of media, and we were here covering the event along with my colleagues, some of whom are actually inside the venue. And I'm at a vantage point from where I can see the building, and we could see the fire from here. But as it were, I was constantly in touch with some of my journalist colleagues from inside the venue, and they were saying that the evacuation was orderly. I think the authorities were anticipating, because a crowd of this magnitude, authorities are usually, cautious about any incident of fire or any other such emergency. So, the evacuation was orderly. They have been able to evacuate people from the hotel itself and some of the people who were gathered just outside of the hotel. We have to remember that the hotel is in the vicinity of Burj Khalifa. That's in downtown. This is a very prime location in Dubai, the heart of Dubai. That's where the main celebrations take place. And that's where tonight's fireworks are also planned. There's still an hour to go, and, we have been trying to get in touch with authorities about the planned fireworks. It appears as of now that they might probably go ahead with the fireworks, having brought the fire under control.
This is a huge building and it's a huge fire. How is it possible for the local officials to say there have been no injuries and that they should continue with the display? Is it possible to know that at this stage, do you think?
Well, yes. We spoke to different authorities. We were getting in touch with the people in the health department, in the hospitals. As of now, it looks like there have been no cases of injury because the fire that broke out in the luxury hotel apartment, it is near to the main venue, but most of the people are actually in the venue. They were not in the hotel, and the people in the hotel, I think, were evacuated just in time. We were trying to get in touch with authorities, and we were told that there are no injuries reported as of now. The hospital authorities are corroborating that statement and saying that as of now, no injuries or no such cases have been brought to their notice. So it appears that while the fire did break out, and it does appear that because we have to understand that this all happened in the last half an hour to 45 minutes. So because we could see the fire leaping out quickly, and now it's been brought under control. But the only worry was with the number of people, because there are estimated more than 1 million to 1.5 million people. That's what the authorities were saying in the day, that's the number of people they were expecting in downtown, which is a huge span where the fireworks are going to take place. So it is a huge gathering, and to maintain an orderly exit of people or evacuation is going to be a challenge, but it looks like the civil defense is doing its job pretty well.
Okay, and for the viewers who are just joining us, just to explain that the Address Hotel is apparently, or has been apparently, on fire in Dubai. 20 stories of the building up in flames, and we're joined now by Samir Butt, a journalist in Dubai. Samir, just to go over the basic facts again for the viewers who are just joining us, is this fire still continuing? You can actually see it from where you are.
That's right. No, the fire has been brought under control in the last 5 to 10 minutes. It all started about 45 minutes ago. We have to remember that Burj Khalifa, the world's tallest structure, is an annual event for global fireworks. It is probably, this year's event was being streamed live in New York and other world capitals. And there's a huge sort of anticipation with people from all over the world coming over, people from all over the GCC, from other regional countries traveling to Dubai, and the airports are chock-a-block this time of the year. And so everyone is going to downtown. Downtown is the part of Dubai where Burj Khalifa is located. It's like a huge expanse, and the authorities this year had planned a mega fireworks event, which would have started from Burj Khalifa and ended in Burj Al Arab. That's the 7-star hotel, some distance away from Burj Khalifa. Everything was going according to plan, and there were people coming in, tourists milling around. But suddenly there was a fire that broke out at a super luxury Address Hotel, which is next to the Burj Khalifa.
Okay.
So there was pandemonium earlier on, and the authorities were able to evacuate people in an orderly fashion. And as per our initial reports are concerned, we spoke with various hospital authorities and the government officials, and we were told that there are no casualties as of now, and it looks like the fireworks will go on as planned in the next 1 hour.
Okay, Samir Butt, we're going to leave it there for a moment while we turn to another eyewitness in Dubai, Tawfiq Rahim. Tawfiq, thank you very much for joining us on TRT World from Dubai. Tell us what you've seen tonight.
Yeah, thank you for having me on. I live right across from the Address Hotel. Been living here for about 7.5 years, and I have been to that location a number of times. It's a staple in downtown Dubai, and in the center of the New Year's celebrations. The fire started over an hour ago, maybe 90 minutes ago at least, and there's been billowing smoke ongoing on a constant basis. It looked like for a while the fire may spread, but it now seems like the authorities have it under control. But the smoke is still billowing. I wouldn't say that the fire has been put out. It does seem that there's a general calm in the area, that people have kind of moved back from the main boulevard where they do normally gather for New Year's celebrations. So in that sense, it's positive, but we'll have to wait and see what the overall kind of damage report is going to be once all this subsides. I think it's far too early for anybody to say one way or the other what has actually transpired, although there are a number of reports out there.
Yeah, the number of reports, including that there have been no injuries. At this point, it would be difficult to see how they would know that with any certainty. Did you see any evacuations?
No, definitely, there's, in general, when you have such large crowds for New Year's in any location, and including in Dubai, there are injuries that occur just from crowds, from exhaustion, etc. We've seen nothing in particular, other than, of course, the movement of emergency vehicles in such a situation. But I think we'd have to wait for the report by authorities before people start speculating one way or the other.
Right. You saw emergency vehicles. Does that include ambulances, or were they just fire engines?
No, it's the full slate of the responses. Is different types of fire rescue vehicles that Dubai has, and in addition, and the civil authority has, in addition to ambulances that were already on the scene. What was impressive was that they did manage to evacuate at least the main boulevard in an orderly fashion. What remains to be seen is to what extent they were able to contain the fire in an orderly fashion, and if the Address Hotel itself will be a usable structure going forward.
And Taufik, we're looking at the pictures now of the hotel on fire. It seems a very strong blaze indeed.